47-year-old Jason Everett Moore is behind bars and is accused of fatally shooting 40-year-old Damien Keith Collins Sr. At 4:24 p.m. on Tuesday, the 11th of April, authorities responded to the 4800 block of Blue Haven Drive in Huntsville, Alabama on reports of shots fired. When officers arrived, they found Damien unresponsive with multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene. During the investigation, detectives spoke with multiple witnesses to determine what happened and identified Jason as a suspect. Investigators said the shooting stemmed from an argument between two men. The next day, Jason was arrested and charged with murder. He's held at the Madison County Jail without bond. The investigation into the matter continues. A 21-year-old woman was fatally shot and a man hospitalized after a shooting on Tuesday morning in West Dallas, Texas. And just before 1 a.m. on the 11th of April, home surveillance footage captured a sedan that appears to be gold in colour, driving along the 2600 block of Ingersoll Street, when three suspects get out and began firing. Less than 30 seconds later, the shooters get back into the car and flee the scene. Authorities responded to the block on reports of shots fired. When officers arrived, they found a man and a woman who had been shot. They were taken to a hospital where the woman died from her injuries and the man was in a stable condition. Police identify the woman as Oriana Hernandez. It's unclear whether the victims were involved in the shooting or were bystanders. Oriana was a mother, and according to her family, they said they do not know what led to the shooting. No arrests have been made to date, as the investigation into the matter continues. 50-year-old Ruth Dorenzo Whitehead is behind bars and is accused of fatally strangling her 11-year-old son Matthew Whitehead. At 7:06 a.m. on the 11th of April, the victim's father called authorities after he found his son unresponsive in the master bedroom of their home, and the family's black Toyota Highlander was missing. Authorities responded to the home at 505 Privet Road in Horsham, Pennsylvania, where they found Matthew deceased with ligature marks on the front and rear of his neck, as well as swelling on his face and bloodshot eyes. An autopsy revealed Matthew died of ligature strangulation, and his death was ruled a homicide. Investigators determined that Ruth strangled her son after he went to sleep at 9:30 p.m. on the 10th of April. She then drove the family's SUV into the ocean at Cape May, New Jersey. Once the car stopped working, she then walked to a nearby town and was taken into custody by the Wildwood Crest Police. Horsham Police and Montgomery County detectives went to the station and interviewed her. Cape May Police searched the vehicle and recovered a man's belt on the floor on the driver's side. During an interview, Ruth told police her son had been crying on and off all day over the family's financial difficulties. She said she was worried about Matthew growing up with the struggles, and that's why she strangled him with her husband's belt. Cape May Police arrested Ruth and booked her into the Cape May County Jail. She's awaiting extradition back to Montgomery County, where she faces charges of first-degree murder, third-degree murder, and possession of an instrument of crime. 27-year-old Aaron Houchins will serve at least the next 35 years in prison for shooting his then-wife 33-year-old Jessica Houchins in 2021. At just before 6 a.m. on the 20th of October 2021, authorities responded to a shooting at a home on North Douglas Boulevard in Spencer, Oklahoma, and found a woman suffering from a gunshot wound to her head. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital, where she was listed in a stable condition. The next day, Aaron was arrested and charged with intent to kill. Aaron pleaded guilty to the shooting on Tuesday, the 11th of April, and he was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 35 years. According to authorities, Aaron shot his wife Jessica because she would not shut up. Jessica obtained an order of protection against Aaron in December of 2021. In June of 2022, she filed for divorce, which was finalized in November. Jessica's gone through 9 surgeries and years of pain since the shooting. She's set to have her 10th surgery this June.